Alright, I didn't think that was possible, but we've gone from worse to worser after the Eagles lost on a last-minute stunner thanks to shoddy play calling and really poor decision-making. What did Jalen Hurts say to call out the team, and A.J. Brown responded to criticism? Plus, how soon until we see Brian Johnson follow Sean Desai? One thing's for certain, James Bradberry's washed, but how much blame does Matt Patricia deserve for the loss? So let's talk about it. But first, let's run it. Okay, well, I'm not exactly sure what to say at this point. That last-minute loss to the Seattle Seahawks was probably the most deflating defeat at this point. And for someone who's the eternal optimist, I don't know anymore. Sure, Jalen was sick, but that's not an excuse, because honestly, we've seen misreads all year from QB1 with blatant forces, boneheaded decisions, and really just not seeing the field well. Obviously, that was compounded in the Seattle game, but you can't deny we've seen it quite a bit this year, which I got destroyed for when I brought up the mistakes previously. However, I don't think there's any arguing it was really bad against Seattle, with Jalen missing the easy take what the defense gives you route to Smitty late in the third quarter and instead going for the deep shot to AJ, resulting in Hurts putting up his third worst passer rating of his career against the Hawks. Yet even with all the misses and James Burntberry toast losing us the game, yes, I'll get to him in a second, Jalen had a great chance to complete it to Kenny G out of the backfield to most likely set up a Jake Elliott tying field goal attempt from 45, 50 yards? But instead, as we all know, took the shot to AJ Brown and the game was sealed after Julian Love made the interception. And sure, you're asking the same question I'm asking. Why didn't Jalen get the ball to Kenny?
No, I couldn't, because I'm blind.
I mean, I'd buy that. Or maybe it's just that everything in this offense is telegraphed these days.
Then we're going to go to number 11. A.J. Brown's a real deal receiver, and I was honestly watching him that entire play. I was in the post. I saw the double move. I just took off and saw the ball floating. And I must be living right because got my feet in, thankfully.
I'm telling you, I just don't know anymore. And as much as I hate to say it, I think it's totally fair to pick up the phone and say these dudes are complete frauds. I mean, seriously, what else would you call it? After all, the Eagles are just the fourth team to have at least 10 wins through their first 14 games and a point differential no higher than plus 18, joining the 2004 Falcons, 2020 Browns, and last year's Minnesota Vikings. Of course, two of those teams did end up winning a playoff game, but I've said it before, point differential typically suggests that something's just not right. And whatever it is, Brian Baldinger's right that it sure ain't functional.
Like, if you want to take the shallow cross to Smitty, it's wide open. Nobody's covering him. But if you're going to take the deep shot here to A.J. Brown, the timing is terrible. A.J.'s running a go route, and Jalen's throwing a fade stop. And he's frustrated. All right, now, you get this right here. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Like, Quez is giving A.J. a signal here. But nobody's really getting it. Because there it is. There's the signal. The ball snapped, and they're still giving the signal to each other. Like, what is going on? AJ walks off the line of scrimmage because he's not sure what to do. So now you throw this go route. They didn't complete a pass down the field all day. So I was just curious why you would make that throw. All right? Then you get this right here. Like, this is a perfect pocket with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. It's third down. Like, the pocket is perfect. Like, what? Why do you have to go anywhere? So when he goes, there's nothing to go to on third down. And they give the ball back to Seattle. When you watch it, like, just Goddard's running a stick route. But if you're taking off, all you got is Swift down here. There's nothing to go to. Like, this is not an offense. That's not how you play offense.
And the dudes need so many changes right now. One of those being Jalen Hurts calling out the team for its lack of commitment.
I don't think we're committed enough. Just got to turn it around. It's a challenge that we have to embrace. Just continue to see it through. It's a matter of being on the same page. It takes everyone being all in all aspects, and it starts with me. There's multiple opportunities out there. In the end, there's not another way you'd rather have it. The trust that we have in one another, how much we communicate as players, and taking advantage of those moments when you have them to open the game open, whether it's in the final minutes or early on when we false start in the short yardage situation. I mean, we just have to be better. I have to be better. minimizing the mistakes, the penalties, the mental errors. Just playing team football, and it starts with me leading that. We've lost games, because I could be better. That'll change everything, and I accept that.
All right, I'm sorry. I know I'm usually positive, but I'm struggling to give you anything at the moment. Although I will say it's a bit strange for the dude that got a record contract to be questioning the team's commitment, especially after his own subpar play again multiple weeks in a row. And vet Brandon Graham wasn't exactly sure how to feel about it.
I trust him. So whatever he meant, if he misspoke or whatever it was, what I'm saying, we gonna make sure we talk to him and see, what he see or what what I'm saying, just problem solve like we always do. And I know I don't want to speak for him, but all I know is I just felt that he just want to get it right, whatever it is, because we have had a strong start. Something happened after the bye, and then bam, these last couple games, 3 games, it just haven't went our way, especially last night when we, had the lead for most of the game. And, I thought defensively we played well to that last drive, and it just sucked, coming out of that without a win. And, of course, Jalen, put a lot on him, but we together, and we all in this thing together. And so whatever it was, I'm sure that we going to, talk about it and speak on it. And but for right now, I'm just unpacking everything because that was the first time I heard it.
All right, I can appreciate BG's take, and that's what leaders do. And I'd say that I side with BG and still believe in Jalen, but maybe not with this coaching. Like Honest NFL summed up, saying Jalen Hurts needs a new voice guiding him during the season. He was making good decisions at a high clip last year, and it made him elite. Now he's trying to do way too much and it's not working. Whatever that may be, whether a new quarterback coach, play caller, or an outside perspective, the Eagles need to nip this in the bud and make sure they get him back into good habits on the field. Yeah, honestly, just whatever's not predictable. Because just in case you needed a reminder on how telegraphed our offense is,
Jalen Hurts is running a QB draw to the left. The tight end's going to pull. He's deep. Tight end's deep, so he's sifting backside. There you go.
Ooh, look at that.
Look, the sad part is you can be a casual observer these days and know exactly what the birds are about to run. So while I have no arguments anymore for the Brian Johnson knives and pitchfork posse, it's not just BJ. I mean, everything looks disjointed. For example, speaking of the disjointed predictability, let's look at Quez Watkins' deep shot late into the fourth quarter when you've been moving the football. And again, just your weekly reminder that no matter how good something's going, Nicholas Sirianni can't refuse the home run swing.
Just stop. Just stop doing it. You're going to drive me crazy.
I'm telling you, there's just so many things wrong with this. First off, as Baldy pointed out a second ago, dude's not even ready for the play. But then, as we all know, unnecessary risks have cost this team way too often. And sure, it's Jalen's fault for throwing it. No surprise, he's leading the NFL in turnovers with 17. But can anyone explain to me why Quez is even on the field ever? And why the heck are we forcing a deep shot there? Oh wait, Sirianni's got an answer.
We've run that play quite a bit. We've hit that one. The defense gave us a look where it was an opportunity up over the top, and you'll take one-on-ones with safeties. Hats off to the guy to make a really good play. We can't allow an interception like that also, and I'm not saying Quez got to do everything he can do to break that thing up, but we'll take opportunities one-on-ones with safeties. Sometimes too, when you're running full speed to defend Quez, when you're running full speed this way and you're trying to come back to the football, it's hard to always plant your outside foot in the ground and run through contact and try to gain a pass interference there. But hats off to them. They made a good play, but we'll take some of those opportunities one-on-one with a safety. And again, Love made a good play there.
This is just so bad, it's almost laughable at this point. Who knows, maybe I was the one who jinxed it, since that's when it really all started to unravel.
The beauty is, maybe I shouldn't say it. I don't want to jinx it. I was going to say something about a 0 that we have on the stats that's good, so maybe I won't say it.
My apologies if it was me. However, AJ's not discouraged after the loss, just disappointed, saying afterward, I personally know who I am, what type of football player and how special I am. I've just got to try to focus on my job and being ready to play, trying to get our guys in the room ready to play. Everything else is out of our control. We run routes, we catch the ball, we try to make plays. Other than that, we can't control none of that stuff. As much as we don't like it, there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, not exactly the best statement coming from the guy wearing a C on his chest. Of course, after Lord Brunson criticized Jalen for not taking the check down on this play to Smitty, AJ got upset saying, "Y'all fans swear you know everything. It's a shot play to me. I'm the first read. He just missed the throw. Of course, we could have threw it to 6 because it didn't work out, but when the play works, everyone's happy. Quit all that buddy ball stuff. I am decoys on many plays." And then took it a step further, saying, "And all that he's forcing me the ball stuff and I'm in his head. When I make plays, everyone's happy, but when it's incomplete, it's I'm making him throw me the ball. I get blamed for more stuff than anything. Tired of y'all playing with my character." Okay, look, personally, I hear AJ here, and I don't think he really deserves all the blame, but I can somewhat understand the line of thinking for 11 getting emotional on the sideline and Jalen force-feeding him after week 2. But I don't know, what do you think? Is this more of an AJ thing, Jalen's mistake, or just a play calling in general? Personally, I'd say he's not wrong to disagree with the play calling. I mean, Philly has 2 guys in Quez and Julio Jones who rank in the bottom 4 in the NFL in yards per route run. Yet sure, Sirianni wants to just keep defending Quez. And it's gotten DeVonta Smith fired up too, with Smitty saying after the game, "I don't even know what to tell you about the lack of offensive production. Honestly, I don't know. The frustrations are everywhere. It's everything." Sorry, Smitty, I'd be upset too if my OC kept calling these BS wide receiver screenplays. Granted, not the best effort from 6, but why is he the one called to block? Which is why I'm with Ryan, who said, imagine being such a play caller, you turn AJ Brown, DeVonta Smith, Dallas Goedert, DeAndre Swift, Hurts, and one of the top O-lines obsolete.
I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
No, that's infuriating. But I guess the question is, where do we go from here? I mean, while I don't think Brian Johnson's the answer, it feels like you just gotta ride it out with this unit until the offseason, especially since Sirianni said no more changes are coming with coaching switch-ups, so BJ's here to stay. Of course, yes, Nick said the same thing about Desai before pulling the trigger on Patricia, so who knows anymore. But what do you guys think? Do you think we'll get any more drastic changes, especially on the offensive side of the ball? I will say that I was confident in the switch to Matt Patricia as the defensive coordinator or play caller or whatever title you want to give him, because he's definitely got a better resume than Desai, and it was easy to tell the defense was playing with a lot more swag early in the game, with the squad actually being able to get off the field on 3rd down and get stops with more regularity, and even limiting Seattle to just 3 points in the first half. Heck, the energy just looked better. And personally, I thought that translated to the offense too, since it appeared we were playing with some more swagger there and intensity while also running the ball a lot better. However, like we saw, it was another late collapse that ultimately cost us. But I'm putting this one on the offense, or at least mostly on the offense, and then on the personnel on the defense. Because the dudes just didn't make plays at times. And I was loving what I was seeing from Sidney Brown in the first half, yet the Rooks gotta slow down and wrap up better, because he couldn't bring down a guy to save his life as the game went on, and that's gonna be a problem. I don't care how physical you are. Although, let me be clear, I'm in total agreement with Seth Joyner, who said he needs someone to teach him how to temper how he plays the game, because you know what? He is a special player. Now, unfortunately, like I mentioned, the defensive group allowed Seattle to assert some dominance in the run game because for some reason, the once #1 rushing defense in the league has been just awful. However, like I said, this loss is on the offense and James Bradberry. Alright, fine. Matty P's ridiculous for putting JB in there with no help and only 30 seconds left, especially when we all know James Bradberry's name from here on out is either Burntberry or Bradberry or trash or insert insult. Because the dude's just washed. Like on the final drive of the game, JB was targeted 4 times while allowing all 4 catches for 87 yards and a touchdown, while not being able to come up with what could have been an easy interception. And sure, give DK some props, the dude's just a beast. But the final play allowing rookie Jackson Smith and Jigba to run right past you to take the lead is inexcusable. Whatever, I guess give him props for owning up to the mistake.
Oh no, I was just playing the sticks. Who's it, man? Nothing really. He just ran past me, so I was sitting at the sticks.
We expect the safety help over the top on that 3rd and 10.
Oh, you talking about the first one or the second one?
The touchdown.
Oh, no, I was just playing the sticks.
Look, it's notable that JB doesn't make excuses and owns up to it. Yet again, it's saying something when Drew Lock was hoping for the matchup on JB before the play.
We're breaking the huddle. I knew Jax had the one-on-one. Good reminder from Shane in the headset. I said, hey, Jax, if you're one-on-one, I'm throwing you this pill. Sure enough, gave us a one-on-one look. Corner was soft. Jax hit him with some speed. Back pylon, back box throw, came down with it.
Like, I know Kelee, Ringo, and Eli Ricks are just rookies, but I really don't think it's an overreaction to say it's time to bench Bradberry and start playing the Rooks. I don't know, how are y'all feeling about the situation after having some more time to think about it? Either way, not a lot of positives, although the one win worth mentioning last night was Danny Flores, and congrats, Danny, after winning the 2 tickets to the Christmas Day game versus the Giants. All you gotta do, bro, is shoot me an email with your info so I can confirm it's you, and I'll get the tickets sent out. So Merry Christmas, and hopefully the Birds can get you a win. By the way, make sure to subscribe so you can get on the next giveaway. Now, at least there's still something to play for, especially against the Giants, since if we win out, we'll end up as the number 2 seed. But let's be honest, we've got so much to fix, I'm not even sure it matters at this point. Anyway, let's hear those takeaways, and I don't know, somebody give me something to be positive about. This has been the Philly Special.